undergraduate students. And these scholarships are really important for all the students that you see around here, and other students too, to be able to come to School of Management and fulfill their dreams. Our school is a very high quality school. We are accredited by AACSB, the Association to Advance Collegiate Schools of Business. And both of our school and the accounting program that Charlie's the head of, we have this dual accreditation. It's only 173 schools in the world. This dual accreditation has out of 12,000, so that's 1.4%. It puts us in the top 1.4% of all business schools. And we are the only school in Alaska that has the dual accreditation. That includes UAA. So we're very proud of that. We work very hard to keep it. But what it is, it's a sign of quality, because every 3, 4, 5 years we have several deans, county deans and business deans, coming up to Fairbanks and really doing sort of operational review of our school. These scholarships open up a lot of doors for our students, and they're really, especially in times of recession and stuff. In this year and every year, but we started to increase this, especially with Tammy. Right now we have 20 students getting scholarships, and it's over $40,000 total. So it's very beneficial. But you're really seeing the cream of the crops in the students here, and we certainly like to expand the number of students here getting scholarships. I think the scholarships is not only important for the students, but it's important for the donors. A lot of these scholarships, like we're going to talk about Gene Schmidt and stuff, these scholarships keep people's names and memories alive for a long time. And so if you go through, especially if you go to like the GAP Awards at the end of the year, you'll hear people talking about how important these scholarships are. People give scholarships in the names of maybe a spouse or a coworker or things like that. So they're really neat, and they're really some touching stories. So what I'm going to do is introduce Elaine Williamson at this point, who's going to talk about one of the scholarships. She's an audit partner with Kohler, Schmidt, and Hutchison. Just read a little bio here. One part's a little embarrassing, but I'm going to read it anyway. It won't be embarrassing to any of you except to me. Actually, it might be embarrassing to Sharon, too. In 1990, Elaine graduated cum laude from UAF with a BBA degree in accounting. Here's the bad part. She also graduated from the University of Washington in 1984 with a Bachelor's of Arts degree in history. I graduated from Washington State. Sharon's graduated from Washington State. So if you're not from Washington, you don't understand this, but it is actually a big deal. So we still like Elaine anyway. Elaine is a certified public accountant with almost 20 years of experience in auditing, tax management, and advisory services. And she's also a very nice person. And she's here to talk about the Gene Schmidt Accounting Scholarship.
All right. Well, one thing I didn't mention was that I also serve on this UAF advisory board for the accounting.
Accounting, that's right.
And I also serve on the State Board of Accountancy. But I just wanted to share with you that the way I got my Paul Hargebaugher scholarship was I was just auditing Tom Bartlett's auditing class, advanced auditing class, and I didn't really need the credit or anything like that, so I decided to sit in on it. And he mentioned that we could apply for the Paul Hargebaugher scholarship, and which I did. And Gene, at that point, served on the committee for that scholarship. And about 6 months later, I actually got the scholarship, and it was very nice that I received it. It was very helpful. But so I got a phone call from Gary Hutchison, who is one of the partners at the firm, and he asked me if I wanted to intern at Kohler, Schmidt, and Hutchison, and I said, I guess I could. And so I didn't have any plans to do anything like that. And so just because Gene, the reason why I got that phone call is because Gene had my resume, and she wanted to know, they were looking for somebody, and I got the job, and now I'm a partner at Kohler, Schmidt, and Hutchison, and that was 20 years ago. But anyway, Gene was a very special person, and I was just talking to Aldine and finding out information about Gene that I never knew, and it was just very interesting. But it's very helpful to have scholarships, because you never know how that scholarship is going to help you. It's going to help you when you get it and later on in your life. And now when I do proposals for jobs and that sort of thing, and I have to list my career, I list out my scholarships, and I look at that and I think about it and how proud I am of my scholarships that I got and how helpful they are later on in your life. And anyway, Jean was a very special person, and I'm sure that Aldine would be happy to explain more about her. But, and I'm very glad that we can donate to her scholarship on an annual basis to help other students along the way.
Thank you. Aldine, do you want to say anything? Okay, all right, we're sorry. We will not.
Thanks, Elaine. So you can see that these scholarships are really special. I mean, they mean a lot to people who give them. There's lots of stories like this. And we go to the scholarship breakfasts once a year. We hear many different really touching stories. And so we want to hear from a student. We have Justin Filson here, who plays for the UAF hockey team, plays forward. He said, so I looked you up. I talked to Kevin. Kevin says, well, you play center. Tammy put down left wing. I looked you up and Peter said right wing.
We can do it all.
So I'm saying forward right now. Justin is a finance major at School of Management, is recipient of the Ken and Olga Carson Scholarship. And so it says here, Justin loves to fish and do anything outdoors.
Yeah. I guess I'd first of all just like to say thanks to Heather and Mike for letting us all over. I know that's not always easy, letting a bunch of strangers in their house, so thanks a lot for that. And as far as Tammy goes, setting up the social, that's very nice too. I've never really been a part of something like this before, so thanks. I'm very appreciative of receiving the School of Management Dean Scholarship as well as the Carson Memorial Scholarship. They allowed me to focus more on my studies and being more financially stable throughout this year, so it's been really nice. Plan on graduating next year with a degree in business with a focus in finance in spring of 2012. Besides going to school and playing hockey though, I really like being outdoors, and I want to do a lot more fishing and hunting this spring, and this fall I plan to go hopefully moose hunting if all works well. As far as the future holds for me, I want to get an internship. I haven't really thought of where yet. I kind of got to be more proactive on that, but up here in Alaska would be really nice, and I just want to spend some more time up here too. I haven't really experienced a whole Alaska summer too on my own, so I heard it's really beautiful up here this time of year. So that's about all I had. Thanks for having me too.
Thanks for coming. I want to thank Heather again, and Mike. Where's Heather? Where's she going? Oh, way back over there. Well, yeah, she's disappeared. Heather is on our Business Advisory Council for the school district, and that's a greet from us. Also, Renee. Where's Renee go? Oh.
Sure, she just blends right in.
Renee is also on our Business Advisory Council, and is a strong supporter of our school. I appreciate you being here. And everybody being here today. Our school we're growing a lot in number of students. We're up 40% over 4 years. We have a 10-year goal to double the amount of students we have. And so we need to at least triple the amount of scholarships we get. And that's up to... And we've hired Tammy, of course, a year ago to be a director of outreach and development.
Development outreach,
Yes,
yeah.
development and outreach, okay. And so that's certainly been one of our great and crucial hires as we try to really expand the business school and bring it up to other business schools too, as far as development goes. So thank you, Tammy.
Thank you.
And Heather, and Mike, and Renee, and everybody for being here today. Anything you want to close with, Tammy?
Does anybody else want to say anything? Heather or Mike?
I am a very proud graduate. I got my MBA from the School of Management in 2003, and really wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with that degree, and was hired I was telling some students earlier that I was hired like a month later at the school district, where I am very, very happy 7.5 years later. And I thought it was a great school when I went through there, and since I've gotten back involved in the past couple of years through the Business Advisory Council, I've been really, really impressed with how it's grown and all the changes, and I just think I'm very proud and want to support it in any way we can.
I'd just like to add one thing. You know, Elaine mentioned Tom Bartlett, and it's nice that Mike's here tonight. His firm funded a scholarship in Tom's honor, and I had Tom as a beginning accounting student, and I mean, he was instrumental in my decision to enter the accounting profession, it's just a wonderful way to honor his legacy at the school. 425 years of instruction, teaching, and impacting our students' lives, and I think it's really nice to be able to have that. Thank you, Mike.
Well, one of the things we want to do, I know some of you have to go, is of course we want to capture these moments for newsletter and promotional purposes. It looks like you have a pretty big living room. That's why we take Justin, because Justin's donor actually lives in Arizona, and then is related to Jim Matherly, but he has a Christmas party and all that business. So we wanted to make sure to capture that so we can pass it on to her. But we want to get all the students a picture of them, and then we want to get a picture of everybody. That's going to be, you're going to have to love each other a lot and get it really close. But if we could get all the students to come in here and take the photo, and then we'll have everybody come in and take the photo, that would